Hello, Monty, never mind the Buzzcocks. I'd actually, before we start the show tonight, like to thank, I don't know if it's Professor, I assume it is, because miraculous work, Ross Taylor. And with this book, I really have changed in the last week, so I think you'll be seeing a much more outgoing version of me. First guest, used to fight fats and small, now assaulting the charts with the Intenso project, is Ben of Fadru. Ben's last birthday party was almost ruined by a power cut. Luckily, Alistair and James from Fame Academy saved the day by starting a sing-along. And even more luckily, in a power cut, tasers run on batteries. Phil's second guest is currently dredging the backwaters of British talent on the X Factor. It's pop Svengali Louis Walsh. When he decided to create Boyzone, Louis held an open audition and ended up whittling down 300 hopefuls right down to 5 hopelesses. Louis and Ben, Phil's team, ladies and gentlemen. Phil's first guest is an Aussie heartthrob who conquered the charts in the West End, now starring in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. It's Mr. Jason Donovan. At the high point of his career, a newspaper ran a competition where the top prize was a jar of Jason's breath. Taste prevents me from saying what the second prize was, but you could either set fire to it or open it in the bath and make your own jacuzzi. Our second guest sings with chart-topping dance music act Angel City. It's Lara McCallum. Lara says the way she pulls men is staying sober, then preying on some really drunk guy who doesn't have a say in it. I hope it works out for you. Lara and Jason, Bill's team, ladies and gentlemen. We start the show with Inspector Rock. Phil, Louis and Ben, this one's for you. Lenny, the man who keeps Hendrix rolling in his grave more than a bedwetter's tumble dryer. Kravitz. That was Lenny Kravitz, but how did a bank robber get him into trouble with the police?
I saw Lenny once in Miami, and he's a roadie, and the roadie just carries his phone around. If the phone rings, he hands the phone to Lenny. That is a true story.
Really? Oh, yeah, like Westlife didn't have phone roadies. A 1, 3, 7! Press harder, Brian!
Brian's not in the band.
Well, no, I know.
We're a four-piece now.
I know. Oh, were you annoyed with the number 1?
Which one?
Brian's.
No, I was glad.
The little
It means he won't come back now.
Is that it?
Yeah, it means he'd stay away. We're 4.
Did you kick him out?
No, he left the band.
So that sounds more like sour grapes, I've got to say. It sounds like you've sat in weeping until tonight and you've decided to come on here to put a brave face on it. But what you're really inside, all you're saying is, we missed you, Brian. They're nothing without him, but they weren't really much with him.
We only need... Mark, they only need 1 taxi now.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
It's a good job they know what taxis look like, because they'll be driving them in 2 years. Let's have a look at this, what he's up to in this video.
Yeah, well, that is actually a title sequence from a show called World in Action.
It is, yeah.
Totally. He's got a lot of arms, but then he's got a lot of girlfriends. So
It's the goddess Shiva, isn't it? Shiva. Ah. Shiva, great god, bad drummer.
Yeah. You see, Bill does so many drugs. When he goes down and looks at his hamster in the morning, this is what he sees. I've got a multi-armed hamster, Lenny Kravitz.
I'm glad Bill does drugs. It means they are tested on animals. Do you do drugs, Bill? I don't know, actually. The answer was, and nor do I.
All I can hear is rustling noises at the moment.
No, there's a lovely image here of this one of Mr. Kravitz's testicles. The other one's got rock written on it. Yeah. Whereas my other testicles have got sausage written on it.
it's actually it's a lottery ball, isn't it?
Yeah.
And
Roll has come out for the first time ever.
And he wears high heels.
Is he?
Yeah.
But you presumably have met him.
Yeah, I met him in Miami, yeah.
And was he little?
He was tall, but he had high heels on.
Was he little? Well, he was tall. But I was high up. How are you the genius behind those... Oh, I said...
Then let's have a look at this here. We were talking about how sport is, right? Which pampered pop star is that rich that they can use Lenny Kravitz as a broom? I reckon it's Elton John. He just uses Kravitz to mop up around the house, and he uses Liam Gallagher as a dustbuster.
Well, it'd be easy to use him, actually, because despite the fact he's very tall, he's quite small.
So, how did he get in trouble with... do we have any idea whatsoever how he was?
No.
No, you don't know?
No.
We don't know and we don't care.
No. Well... no, I think you can, Louis. He can't function anything. Try and come back. I'm going to pass it over.
Hey?
Bill's faltering attempts at the alphabet began on Buzzcocks.
Have you any thoughts?
Did you like Westlife?
No, I do like it. You can't not like Westlife.
Oh,
They-
I think you'll find your work. Look into my eyes.
Mark, how can you slag a band that sold 30 million albums?
But it doesn't mean they're good.
They're very successful.
Ah.
We
They
wouldn't
do
want-
very badly in my house.
But you haven't got an ordinary house.
No, it's full of dolls of Westlife with knives in.
Well, you bought them.
So
If you
you,
bought them,
anyway,
I don't-
Laura, you liked the Westlife.
Yeah, some of their songs.
Yeah.
Some of them, yeah. You couldn't name one though, could you?
Could actually.
I'll give you a point if you can. No points. The answer is that in November 2000, he was on his way home from the gym when he was stopped by the police looking for an armed bank robber with an afro and a beard. He was quickly released and went on to pen the song Bank Robber Man about the experience, for which he was again arrested and sentenced to 10 years without a hit. So you don't get any points. Lenny Kravitz has an intimate genital piercing in which he wears an antique diamond, which explains why none of his girlfriends so far have accepted his offer of a diamond ring. Bill, Jason and Lara, this one's for you.
Trying to catch the devil's herd.
Grittier than Sophie Ellis Bextor's litter tray. Johnny entertained more prisoners than a Vaseline not whole cash.
Ghost rider in the sky.
The late, great Johnny Cash, can you tell me how a camper van got the man in black into trouble with the law?
Right. From that clip.
No, these aren't like reconstructions of the thing.
The man in black was smoking crack
Yep.
with the ring of fire.
Yes. Yeah, that's the way
How many letters?
that...
I think, you know, he was very drug-addled for many
He
years.
was. He
Oh, sorry, I was facing Jason. But you're right.
He did say that there was nowhere in the Bible did it say don't take amphetamines. Which is true, because those
enough.
pages are ripped out and formed a little cone.
What year did he go camping?
All right.
What year was that?
I'm assuming it would have been the 60s.
It was in the... Well, it wasn't so much going camping, it was, you know, like on tour, and he'd have like a camper van that he lived in and stuff on tour.
Yep.
Have you ever been in a camp? You ever done a caravanning?
I have. We went for years and years with my mum and my brother. And
Years?
Yeah, years.
Well, like gypsies.
We only ever went for 2 weeks at a time. You must have been loaded.
No, every year to Wittering, West Wittering. You know, but we thought it was great fun. Peeing in buckets and...
Is this a story?
No, my point is he wasn't there.
Oh. Is that how we're going to narrow it down?
Yeah.
I just realised I looked at the monitor. I'm not so sure about this shirt. Makes me look like... I'm not really sure about it. Makes me look like David Cassidy's simple cousin. I don't know what she said. She's mighty pretty.
That's so priceless that you're blaming the shirt.
Johnny Cash, no, I remember, he did take a lot of drugs. He was